Hi, Alex 5000, nice to meet you. I'm not dead, I'm back in Britain. It's kind of the same thing. This is what Britain actually looks like. You wouldn't think so if you watched the BBC, but this is what Britain, or Wales actually, looks like. So, I got some insane news. I've been really quiet for like a month or two. It's going to be quiet a bit longer, but you're going to love the reason why. I'm going to tell you now. So, where shall I start? Remember about a year ago when I got my white privilege and I was homeless and all that good stuff? Well, basically, I went into survival mode, and when you're living in your car, I'm not even joking now, I was playing gigs, 20,000, 30,000 people, whatever, and then sleeping in the car with a bottle of vodka. But when you live like that, or get used to living a very low-key lifestyle, you can save a lot of money. And I saved a wage, my whole year's wage from Royal Mail, £8 in the bank. And I was in 2 bands, trying to make a third and selling my CDs, guitar lessons, and towards the end of the year I was doing guitar clinics and that, which was good money. Anyway, but I saved it all. It was my dream to go to Asia, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go travelling, just have a bit of me time, enjoy myself, whatever. However, it was difficult at times. Being a guitar god without the championship belt is hard. I mean, if you go on YouTube and you see some of the players with the most subscribers or whatever, the level is absolutely appalling. It's dreadful. I mean, there's only 1 or 2 people bloody writing, and I'm one of them. Anyway, but it's depressing, and I started getting this feeling that I was wasting my life. I love what I do, and every now and then, you know, over the years, I've met most of my heroes, especially in the last year, talked to them on the phone, email, whatever. It's great, but I still fucking get up at 6 and go deliver post. I'm not doing it now, but that's what I was doing, and I started thinking maybe I should have retrained as a plumber or whatever, because although I am a 80s shredder, the loser with long hair stereotype, I also have personal responsibility and work really hard at what I do to get the gigs that I get. Anyway, but I was thinking, do I really want my life to be like this? And I've taken the guitar and the writing, mixing, mastering, all these skills so far that there's almost no going back. And should I retrain? Anyway, so I was getting ready to go to Asia, and a couple of weeks before I went, got up, out of bed, went and checked my emails. First thing I do, got 3 emails on the same day, same morning. One was a company in Japan and Singapore wanted to share my stuff, promote my stuff, because technical guitar is really big down there. I was like, oh, fucking hell, that's cool. That's a new little thing. Another one was for a guitar company, which will remain nameless for now, to go to the NAMM show. I'll just be shredding their guitars. It's not Ibanez, which is a bit sad. But yeah, that was cool. And then I had another email with the name of one of my heroes on it in the from the sender. And I'm not going to tell you who it is, because I don't know if this thing's going to happen or not. But over the years, I've done the album covers, and as I said, contacted 1 or 2 of them over the years, and got an email from this guy saying, hey man, that's awesome. How about, do you want to make an album with me? And that was it. That was my Steel Dragon Rockstar moment. One of the gods, a household name, contacted me and said, hey mate, do you want to make an album together? This could make a cool album. And then I was fucking floored, gobsmacked. And I could immediately see how everything I'd ever worked for, it was all, you know, the stars were aligning, and life wasn't a waste of time. And I thought, right, do this album, maybe do a little show, tour, whatever. Release my my new album, Uninspired and Imprecise. And I could see the path to being a god. And, you know, if it went ahead, I'd be bigger than fucking Guthrie, mate. Because this guy was a god. And we talked for a bit. Yeah, it's pretty mad. I'm still thinking about that day. You can imagine, I was just like screaming happiness. And I've kept this secret for a while now. But my gut feeling at the time is maybe it'll fizzle out. Because I'm high risk. I'm a young guitar player. I've made loads of silly videos with loads of silly jokes and present myself a certain way. And for someone who's got a well-established brand, because it's not just music, when you're a really successful person, you're a brand, and I could damage that. You know, I was thinking, well, maybe it could fizzle out because of that, or maybe I started questioning myself, am I good enough to play with this person? I was listening to all their albums thinking, holy shit, because this guy in his industry is the top dog, virtuoso player, and I started thinking, am I good enough? So then the plan changed. It was like, okay, I'm going to go to Asia, take my guitar, and play every day. Good boy, do your business. Good boy. So that was the new plan. And eventually the conversation did die down a bit, because this guy's a god. Fucking, he was on tour, doing loads of albums and shit. Anyway, but the good sign was, to me, is that I'm on that fucking level now. That, I need to be ready to go when I get the fucking call. Again, I need to be ready to drop everything and fucking go. And if you look back at your heroes, Yngwie Malmsteen, whoever, flying over from Sweden with a pair of jeans and a guitar and this fucking crazy dream, what a risk. Joe Satriani maxing out his credit card. And it just hit me. I was like, oh shit, you know what? I can fucking do this. I need to work harder. So, for the past couple of months, including while I was in Asia, I've been playing guitar 4 to 5 hours a day, really concentrating and enjoying it as well, which is the most important thing. And I've been improving. And if I told you wouldn't believe me. If I told you that I was twice as good as the last time you saw me, you wouldn't fucking believe me, would you? So, I got back from Asia. I'll expand more on that in a bit. Got back from Asia. Been playing 4 or 5 hours a day, and I been writing my music, finalising everything. New album should be out in the first half of next year. I'd like to say beginning of next year, but I haven't started recording. I'm still I'm tabbing everything out, writing all the sheet music, so that when I go to the studio, because it's like 300 quid a day, I can't be improvising or anything. It needs to be polished, because I'm releasing an album now when 1 or 2 of the gods are looking at me, so it needs to be fucking good. Anyway, so this is my fucking rockstar Yngwie moment. My gut feeling is the album with that guy, it probably won't happen. I mean, if it does, I'll become a god. Because yeah, do that, release my new album, done, laughing, and then just appease everyone. Just completely change my personality. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I love gang violence, yeah. Just have the right opinions, and that's it. Laughing for life. So yeah, 4 or 5 hours playing, 2 hours writing in my little book, and obviously strangling the dog on the lead. And yeah, I'm closing the gap. I was really good for a long time, and there's a couple of people who are really good, but there's not really any new Steve Vai's, Yngwie's, young Paul Gilbert's, because that is a different guitar player than the one that he is now, young Paul Gilbert. Same with Yngwie, actually. But yeah, I feel like I'm actually closing that gap. My playing is insane, and for the last sort of 3 years I've been writing songs, and I was just writing them out with MIDI. And when it came to playing them on the guitar, it was like totally impossible. Like even Jason Becker would have struggled, and now I'm starting to get there. So yeah, that's why I've been quiet, because I had a real serious offer which made me rethink my whole life, and now I'm taking the big chance. I'm going to live off my savings for a bit, keep doing these 4 to 5 hour days, release this album. I'm probably done with the album cover things for a bit. I mean, I love it, and I love you guys, but 2,000 views for a fucking video that takes a week, and I'm not, don't want to sound like a narcissist, but you look at the shit that's out there, and I watched a video the other day, a guy learning to play Eugene's Trick Bag, for you idiots that don't know the real name. And he was just filming himself learning it or whatever, and it was just appalling. And he gets like 1 million views, and everyone's like, oh, this is amazing. So I need to forget about this shit and do what's always made me happy and given me success, and that is focus on myself. I'm going to keep getting better, because that's the way I always looked at it, is that, if you're failing, you just need to keep making yourself better, and you're increasing your chances of beating the house. And yeah, now we're at the level where I'm talking to fucking gods. So I need to be ready. In other news, I'll be giving away my Deep Forest record for free, probably early this evening, because I'm going out for lunch in a bit. So you go to weirdnoises.co.uk, on the media page, my Deep Forest record will be there for free to download. You can listen to it. If you were one of the dudes who bought it, obviously keep hold of the real copy, because if I ever actually do make it, and I'm going to fucking die trying in the next 365 days, you keep hold of it, because it could be gold dust. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Oh God, got diabetes.